For what he does off the field.
Yep.
It's tremendous community work. Do you think his work on the field is overlooked at times because of that?
I don't think so. I mean, he's obviously an extremely good player. He's a Pro Bowl player, so you can almost kind of like, how are you overlooked? Now,
True, but
now his off-field stuff, yeah, I mean, all that is really good, and he brings attention to things that are really important to him. And there's a lot of people that can't do that because they don't want that limelight on them because they think it could be negative. He doesn't worry about that. He worries about what's important to him, which is awesome. But his play on the field speaks for itself. I think everybody understands how important he is to this organization and this defense.
Tim, last year Corey Graham had such an integral role for the team. Didn't even come on until training camp, but obviously he had, played 70% of snaps, I think it was, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
How do you view that third safety position right now?
Well, it's imperative. You have to have a guy that you can rely on because there isn't, and we've been lucky because Rodney and Malcolm have been very durable, but you can't rely on that year in and year out. That third safety is going to have to play. And here's the deal with Corey last year. It let us use Malcolm in a lot of different roles because Corey's very reliable. He's a veteran. He understands football. He's played a lot of football, and there was no, we're worried about putting him on the field. It was like, go play, and let's get our best players out there on the field.
How do you view the players who are in there right now? You have Trey Sullivan and a number of rookie free agents.
Question marks. Let's put it that way. Spring's very hard to tell where they are and how they're going to react to game situations. Let's say this about Trey. He has worked extremely hard, and he is a different guy right now than he was a year ago. He's made himself better physically. He's made himself better with his footwork, and he's made himself better as far as learning the defense. We'll see how far that goes when he gets on the field and it's a live situation and he's got to react to a lot of different things happening at the same time.
How has Coach handled the reps in the spring? Because you mentioned Malcolm or Rodney. They're certainly entrenched in their positions. How has he handled the reps for those young guys to allow them to get as much work in the spring?
Well, it's been great because Malcolm and Rodney really don't need those reps. So just giving them enough to keep them sharp and then throwing the rest of them in there and letting them develop their skills. I think it's been great for them. I mean, these young rookies coming in here and getting a ton of reps in training, well, not in training camp, in spring and OTAs has been great for them because now they'll be able to progress a little faster when training camp comes around. And on the other side, Rodney and Malcolm get a little more chance to rest after having played 5 extra weeks and a little more wear and tear. We want them fresh and ready to go when that opening game starts.
Tim, do you like the energy you're seeing from the defense in the spring?
It's been special. I think they feel the Super Bowl still, but it's going to carry them a long ways because they know what it feels like to go win that thing, and I think they're hungry to get back there.
You're not sensing any hangover or anything along those lines?
No, I don't think so. I think our guys are really, first of all, they're sharp guys. The game means a lot to them, which was obvious last year. They hold everybody accountable, including themselves and everybody else in that room, and it's fun to watch.
Coach, Jeremy Reaves, he's a guy that seems to fit into that number 3 safety position. What are some of the things from his skill set that...
let's not get ahead and put Jeremy as the number 3 right now.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying he fits as in like a guy that.
All those guys in the room, all those rookies from Stephen to Jeremy and then Ryan, who hasn't done a whole lot yet because he's had some setbacks with injuries. Jeremy does a nice job because he's a true football player. He's an extremely instinctive football player, which gives him an opportunity. Now when the lights go on and we're out there live, we'll see how all that plays out. And when he's never lined up against an NFL player before other than out there in 7-on-7 on the practice field. So we'll see where it goes. He's got a lot of good things that he does, so I love his instincts. And Stephen Roberts, I love his athletic ability. So we'll see how those guys do when the lights come on.